Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Connor Durkin. Joined alongside me is Jack Conroy. He's behind camera right now. And today, we are here at the Dempster-Skokie Station, about to head down to Wrigley Feild to watch the Chicago Cubs play a home game against the Pirates. So we decided to give you guys a little taste of Wrigley and pretty much vlog our experience down there. Hope you enjoy. We are here at Gate 1, Wrigley Feild, about to take our seats to see them play the Pirates. Before we do that, we wanted to walk around the stadium a little bit and talk to some fellow Cubs fans, get their opinion on the team, the Wrigleyville vibe, and much more. That's coming up right now for you guys. I'm here with a few fellow Cubs fans here. Got a few questions to ask them. My first question for you guys is, when did you guys first really become Cubs fans? Talking to the mic here.
I've been going to games since I was a kid, but really started getting into it around 2004, 2005, 06, I would say.
Right. I'm less OG than he is. My dad's always been a fan, so I've watched games here and there, but I moved down on Addison in 2015. That's when everything was popping, and just could not be a Cubs fan when everything was going on here, and we still live in Wrigleyville, so love this place.
Who would you say your guys' favorite player of all time is?
I grew up with like Aramis Ramirez hitting a lot of like clutch.
I remember him.
Hits. Yeah. So I'd say Ramirez.
It's a tough call. I had a beard like this back in 2016, so everybody thought I was Arrieta around here, even though he's like 6 inches taller than me or something like that. So I got a soft. I actually made it in a Cubs commercial once because they were like, "Oh, beard." It's like just 1 second of me doing this, so I'll say Arrieta.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And then I want to talk about Wrigley a little bit. What would you guys say makes Wrigley different comparing it to other ballparks?
I like the surrounding neighborhood's really good. We live right down the street. We can hear the organ and the cheering from our balcony and 7th inning stretch, the old school timey organ. It's just great. I wouldn't change a thing about it.
Just so much history here, you know. I've seen a lot of concerts here too. It's just a really special place overall. Love living here.
And then finally, I just wanted to talk about, currently this year a little bit with the big three or faces of the franchise being gone in Rizzo, Bryan, and Baez. How have you guys reacted to that?
I'm okay with it. I mean, not to be too harsh here, but look at what they did since 2016. Not much. Let them go be average or mediocre somewhere else, and let's move on and be onward and upward looking towards the future.
Yeah, it's all business. It's tough seeing those guys in other jerseys, that's for sure. Always have a special place in the heart for those guys. But yeah, onwards and upwards, They seem exciting so far this year.
Yeah, I like them. They'll always have a special place in my heart. I appreciate everything that they did, but I'm ready for the next generation of Cubs.
All right, thank you guys. I appreciate it. All right, guys, I'm here with my friend Jack. We're going to ask him a few questions here. First question I have for you, Jack, is when did you first start becoming a Cubs fan?
So I'm a first-year grad student at Northwestern. I'm from Massachusetts, so my number one loyalty is to the Red Sox. However, I live probably a few houses down over there, so I've been totally encapsulated with Cubs fever, and I've been a big fan ever since basically the start of September. However, I remember watching the 2016 World Series and knew they were always a team I was going to root for. So Cubs have always been there in my heart quite a bit.
And then you just mentioned you live pretty close to here. You've gotten to see your fair share of Cubs games. What would you say makes Wrigley, just in general, better or a better vibe than other ballparks?
So Wrigley and Fenway Park in Boston have a feel that no other stadium in the country has, or probably in the world, to be completely honest. You're surrounded by history, you're surrounded by crazy fandom, and you're surrounded by good people who just all love one thing, probably more than they love most people. So just the accessibility of the field, the atmosphere of the field, the culture of the field is just truly remarkable, and it's a life-changing experience for anyone.
Yeah, you also mentioned your experience with the World Series a little bit. Where were you when the last game happened? What were your first reactions?
I was a senior in high school. I had class the next day, and my mom and I were staying up to watch it, and I knew I had to see it because either team winning, it was going to be historical historical, but the chance the Cubs could win it was just too good to pass up. And my mom and I was underage, but we did a shot of Fireball at the end of it because we were so stressed out of how it went. And it was just one of the best moments of my life. And I'm not even a fan then, but it was just such a cool thing for people across the country.
So finally wrapping it up here, who would you say your favorite Cubs player is then of all time?
Of all time, I would have to say it is Chris Bryant or Anthony Rizzo, just because of specific ties they have. But right now, I've loved watching Kyle Hendricks play. I think he's the most phenomenal pitcher in the league. Obviously, there's other pitchers that are more high profile, but no one is able to consistently throw 86 to 88 and be so entertaining and just dominant. So I'm just really excited to watch him this year.
All right, thank you, Jack. I appreciate it.
Awesome.
All right, what is your favorite food to get at a baseball stadium?
Nachos.
Really, are you like a cheese guy? What are the toppings you like to put on nachos?
Really just like cheese and guacamole.
That's awesome. When did you first become a Cubs fan? If you are a Cubs fan, if you're another fan of a team, why did you become a fan of them?
No, I am a fan of the Cubs. My mom's a fan of the Cubs.
So growing up,
Yeah.
and stuff like that, that's great. Do you remember your experience when the Cubs won the World Series in 2016?
Yeah, I won some money off the game.
Really?
Yeah,
How much did you bet?
$100.
No way. Oh, that's awesome. So, and lastly here, obviously, being a young fan, you remember when the Cubs had Rizzo, Bryant, Baez,
Yeah,
the top
I
three
don't know
players.
why they gave them away.
Yeah, that was my question. So, what's your take on them? Getting rid of them?
I don't think they're a good team no more, but they still decent.
You in a rebuilding phase, basically.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's it. Thank you very much for doing the interview. Thank you. We are here now in Wrigley Feild Stadium. It's about fifth inning, Cubs Pirates. We've been enjoying our time. I hope all of you enjoyed hearing some opinions that the Cubs fans had to say. But when you're here at a ball game, make sure you enjoy your experience. Get a hot dog, get a pretzel, get some food, enjoy it. And we are going to enjoy the rest of this game. And I hope you like the sights that we have shown on the camera. And I hope you guys enjoy the rest of this footage as we continue to enjoy our time at the game here.
A two, a three, take me out to